Good morning, children. So already 4 chapters you have finished in history. Now this will be the first chapter of civics, Constitution of India. So you should know what is Constitution. Constitution is a comprehensive document containing set of rules which describe rights and duties of the citizen for their benefit and according to which only the government has to run. Enactment means how it was prepared. Cabinet mission came to India in 1946. Then it put forward a set of proposals to fulfill the demands of the freedom fighters. One of the proposal was to start the Constituent Assembly to make their constitution, for which the elections were done, which were over in 1946, and the princely states were represented by the nominated members. The total number of members were 389. But what happened after the first sitting, which was held on 9th December 1946, which was headed by Sachidanand Sinha, on 11th of December, when Rajendra Prasad was elected the President of Constituent Assembly, that time the Muslim League, because they wanted a separate state called Pakistan, so they boycotted it, and the members belonged to those parts which they wanted to include in Pakistan, they withdrew. As a result, number became less. So at present the number was 299, out of which 284 were present on 26th of November 1949 who adopted and signed the constitution. Rajendra Prasad, who was elected the President of Constituent Assembly, now also he continued. So different type of religions, people, languages are there in India. So the wide ranging membership of Constituent Assembly gave representation to all, just as Anglo-Indians were represented by Frank Anthony and H.S. Plater. Indian Christians were H.C. Mukherjee, Joseph D'Souza. Parsis were represented by H.P. Modi. Muslim League, Zafar Imam and Muhammad Sadullah. And Sikhs, Hukum Singh and Ujjal Singh. Then comes objective resolutions. The resolutions which contain the objectives and goals are known as the objective resolutions, which are proposed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on 13th of December and prepared and moved on 30th of December 1946. The main features are, first of all, they declared India as a sovereign republic, union of states and its territory, guaranteed and secured to all the people of India. These are the main points: justice, social equality, economic, political freedom and fundamental right. It was passed on 22nd of January 1947 but adopted on 22nd of January 1950. Now just as you know that B.R. Ambedkar, Bhim Rao Ambedkar is known as the father of Indian Constitution. He was elected as the chairman of the drafting committee. These are the other members which followed Dr. Ambedkar. Now 3 types of readings were done. Dates are mentioned there, and every time when they found, just as after the first reading they found some shortcomings, they went all through the parts of India, discussed with the people, and again after coming back so many amendments were made, and the final reading was completed on 26th of November 1949. It was passed, adopted, signed, but came into effect on 26 January 1950. First British Governor General of Free India was Mountbatten, but first Indian Governor General of Free India was C. Rajagopalachari. Constituent Assembly was the provisional parliament until the new general elections were held in 1951 to 52 and Rajendra Prasad became the first president. Now, these are the main parts of your Republic Day. Here the main thing, why they waited for 26th of January. Because in 1930, first time they celebrated their Independence Day on 26th of January, but our independence fell on 15th of August, so they wanted to use this date. That is why when the constitution was ready, they waited for 2 months, and on 26 January 1950 they adopted their constitution. Here all the dates are given, main things. 2 years, 11 months, 18 days were taken for the completion of the constitution. Now, the main person of the constitution was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So what are his contributions? He made the Indian constitution workable, flexible means here and there it can move, strong enough to hold the country both in peace and war. Means if peace is there, amendments are required, it can be done. Provided special safeguards to the minorities and certain classes who are socially and economical or educational backward. It also incorporated the right to constitutional remedies to ensure the fundamental rights. Means due to the constitution, so many types of solutions were given to the people if their fundamental rights are enclosed. Single citizenship, single judiciary and uniformity in fundamental laws to integrate Indian society means same type of laws will be followed for same type of cases in all types of courts. Incorporated directive principles to ensure social and economic democracy. Directive principles are made by our lawmakers only. For whom? For the government people, for which they have to keep in mind while preparing the schemes for the general public. These all are the contributions of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, which you have to learn as it is. So dear children, chapter is completed. Now please read the chapter and see the video clearly and thoroughly. Thank you.